I will always remember the day that my world came crashing down. It was just like any other day. I was 22 years old and it was a really normal day. I had been dating this guy and we were just casually talking about how we should go get a HIV test. I didn't think anything about it because I'd never gotten one before. And I didn't know if I'd been infected or not by it. So we both agreed that to be safe, we would both go get one. And, I didn't think anything about it. I was just slightly nervous, but I didn't think anything was wrong. And that's when she said those words, "You're HIV positive." Changed my world forever. In that moment, everything just went blank. I couldn't believe the words that she was saying. My heartbeat, it felt like it died. And my mind was going completely numb. This was happening to me. I said whatever I could to get out as fast as I could. I ran out of the clinic straight to my ex-boyfriend's car, and I just remember that's the moment that everything started hitting me. This diagnosis was happening to me. I didn't know what to do, so I just started crying. I was so afraid. I didn't know what this meant for me. I was 22 and I had this whole life planned out for me. I had dreams and plans, and that all felt like it was never going to happen anymore. After years of feeling alone and stigmatized, I never thought that I would find love again, especially someone who would accept me for me, HIV and all. So I kind of just gave up all hope in finding love again. That was until I met him. That's when everything changed. We were at a party and I was instantly drawn to him. We just had this connection straight away, and I felt like I could be myself around him. We started dating and we grew closer and closer, and that's when I realized that I needed to tell him about my status. I was so terrified to tell him. I didn't know how he was going to react, and even if he wanted to keep seeing me. But I knew that I couldn't keep this a secret anymore. It was a part of me, and if he couldn't accept me for who I was, then he wasn't the right person. So I told him, and I embraced for his reaction. I was so scared, but to my surprise, he was so amazing. He didn't judge me or reject me, but instead he just embraced me and said he understood. He wanted to know as much as possible about HIV, and he said that it's a part of me. I was just so glad that he wanted to continue seeing me. He said that I'm not defined by my status. He opened my eyes to see that there is hope and happiness after a HIV diagnosis, even though I never thought I would find anyone who would accept me for me. But he's made me realize that there are people out there, and, he's just helped me to live my life to the fullest. I know not everyone is as fortunate as I have been. I know that there are still a lot of people out there who are stigmatized and rejected because of their HIV status. But I do know that love and support can really make a difference. And having the right person by your side, you can overcome any challenge or obstacle. I am proof of that. And I just hope that my story can make a difference, inspire others to make a difference in their own lives. As I began to rebuild my life with love and support, I realized that I had a bigger purpose. That was to use my story to break down the stigma and the discrimination that was surrounding HIV. Today, I am so proud to sit here and say that I have helped make a difference. I have helped change people's perceptions around HIV, and I've inspired others to speak out against discrimination and find their voice. I'm just so happy to sit here and think that I've made such a difference, and I'm seeing the impact of my work. There's still a lot to do. There is still so many people out there who are being stigmatized and discriminated against because of their HIV status. And there's still so many barriers to care and treatment, and there's a long way to go before we find a cure. But I know with love, support, and advocacy, we can help create a better world around the stigma and the discrimination that surrounds HIV. We can help create a better world where we inspire others to also speak out and make a difference.